Hey guys, it's Kay from KS Anonymous, and I am back today with another episode of r/HumansBeingBros. So today is my sister's birthday, and when we went to pick up her cake, someone had already paid for it. It was left with this card. My family was speechless, and we just want to say thank you to McKenna's mom and wish McKenna a happy birthday. There's still good in the world. And the card reads, Dear birthday girl family, in honor of my daughter's 10th birthday, I have chosen your birthday cake to pay for. Each year, I do this random act of kindness because I am unable to buy my daughter a cake of her own. Today is her big double-digit birthday. Please enjoy your day, McKenna's mom. This random act of kindness, done in loving memory of M-Bug McKenna. And it looks like McKenna only lived for a little less than a year. So this mom buys other the emotions are already getting to me. This mom buys other little girls' birthday cakes for them every year. She's been doing this for what, at least 8 years? If she's done it ever since her daughter passed into another world. Thank you to McKenna's mom. That's so sweet of you. Happy birthday, McKenna. And this post was a screenshot posted from r/woodworking. Last minute and one night from start to finish casket for my best friend's mother who couldn't afford one. You are a good human. Yes, you are a good human. Holy crap. That's one, really probably quite difficult to do and really awesome because caskets are freaking expensive. And that's gotta be hard for someone to not be able to afford a casket to bury someone in. Thank you for doing that. You're a bro. This Brightstar Cleaners in Toronto support nice people. If you are unemployed and need an outfit cleaned for an interview, we will clean it for free. Okay, so I didn't say the location purely because I'm not sure how to, and I just don't think I'm gonna be able to say it right. So if you're interested and you're in Toronto, then you know, you might stop by there, give them some business for being awesome. My daughter just moved into her freshman dorm, and it's her first time away from home. She thought a lot of others may be away from home for the first time too, and they might be homesick. So she walked to the closest grocery store and bought all the supplies to make homemade chocolate chip cookies. She baked them in her dorm's shared kitchen, then walked door to door to offer a cookie and introduce herself. I'm sure she made a lot of people feel less lonely. So proud of her. I don't have a picture of the cookies, but this is her on move-in day. Yeah, that was really kind of her. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling really scared and alone and homesick. And for someone just to be like, hi, here's a cookie. That's really nice. Good job. Saw this by my mailbox today. Found. Pair of glasses, red, white, blue frames. Tommy Hilfiger. Call this number. Thanks for returning my glasses. Saved me a lot of headache. Oh, that's cool. Is that like a neighborhood or like area or like, I don't know, area board for people to like contact each other? You know, it's so funny because I'm so used to the internet. I'm just like, wow, people can communicate via public means. Although I wouldn't be comfortable having, you know, letting everyone have my phone number, but still really cool of them. Awesome that they found it, and cool that they actually got in contact and everything. Really nice. So we got a lovely surprise as we were celebrating our newest family member in the family group chat. Hi, I'm Brenda. This is my work phone and I ended up in your group text. Congrats on the baby from us here at TBN. Watch Better Together weekdays at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then they have a picture of 5 ladies who are taking a selfie to wish them congratulations on the baby. That's cute. Reached his goal. Saw this in the trash today, which means I'm assuming they reached their goal. Been homeless for 11 months. Proud to say, I finally landed a job at Fred Meyer's starting today at 4:30. Before I start, I'm required to get a pair of slip-resistant shoes. Trying to raise $30 to do so. Please help me one last time. Thank you. Progress. I'm not a drunk or drug addict. Just fighting to get my life back on track. So happy to see that in the trash can because, as they surmise, that probably does mean that this person reached their goal, got the shoes, and they're able to work and not have to sit with a sign, and that is so exciting. I'm really, really glad for them. I hope that they are able to get on their feet quickly and get a good paycheck, and that all goes well for them. People of London coming together when it matters most. Woman accidentally spills daughter's 3,200-piece Lego birthday present at London station, only for crowd of strangers to help put it back together. Video shows passers-by kneeling on floor as they pick up tiny plastic bricks at Euston Station. Oh, that's really cool that they did that. I think it's funny. There's a few comments that were saying they only did it for self-preservation because of the joke about stepping on Legos. But I don't think that really applies when people have shoes on. But still, really cool of people to do that. There was also a comment underneath this with another story very similar, so I decided to kind of throw that in here as well. When I was maybe 7 to 8 years old, we went to visit my grandparents in Tennessee. Right when we landed in Nashville, we were hustling to catch our ride, and as I was falling behind my family in the busy concourse, I dropped like 4 to 5 sets of Lego vehicles that came in these cool little colored disc-shaped containers. Not quite as many pieces as the woman's gift for her daughter in the article, but the pieces I did have went everywhere. My young, distraught self knew there was too many people moving too quickly to even begin to try and gather them back. Plus, I was rapidly losing sight of my family. A few people behind me noticed, and before I could even begin to shed a tear, every single person in my immediate vicinity stopped, dropped to their hands and knees, and helped me retrieve every single piece that was missing. There was easily 30-ish travelers walking in both directions that all stopped without a second of hesitation. Seeing dozens and dozens of busy strangers in an airport completely stop what they were doing to help a young boy who they didn't know pick up his friggin' Lego sets that his mom told him to keep in his bag was unreal. A small, insignificant gesture to most, but it's a moment I've cherished for 20 plus years, and one I can genuinely say affected me as a person, and how I try and treat those around me. Thank God I didn't drop any Bionic Soul sets. Those definitely would have been mistaken for trash. So cool that that many people would just stop in an airport, because people are, I don't know, airports are not a chill place, okay? So that's really cool. I live in New York City, and a few nights ago, I left my bag on the train with my wallet, keys, charger, AirPods, driver's license, and debit card in it. I thought there was no hope at all until I received this in the mail today. Thank you, whoever you are. Now, they wrote a note, and I can't read much of it. I believe it says something about just to pay it forward, do good, etc. So that's cool. Really nice of them to do that and not, you know, steal their stuff, because it would be very easy to do. And then we have here, 91-year-old diner patron had no one to talk to, so his server ate with him on his break. Oh, that's so sweet. I literally don't remember what the context of this letter is. You know that it will be linked in the description box, so if you want to find it, you can find it. But this is a letter that starts with touched. I went to a birthday party at an arcade called Boomers. It was a party with 8 kids with disabilities. One of the kids, Emily's best friend, brought his twin brother, Landon, who had cerebral palsy. When the kids split, you could tell he was used to being left behind, wheelchair and walker. All he wanted to do was ride the go-karts. We went to ride the go-karts. The day was awesome. I was given 5 hours as his wingman on every game in the place, helping explain the games, get him in and out of his walker. We spent about 30 minutes at the skeet ball machine with only 3 balls. I now fully understand why they make those things out of metal. It was a true gift. The world slowed down for him that day. When we rocked at something, I put my fist up for a fist bump. He didn't understand. At the end, as we loaded up to leave, he put his fist out for a bump. I didn't fully get it at the time. He was bumping me for the day. It gets no better. Or does it? Apparently, a young guy had been watching us from a distance. He walked over to Amy with a huge wad of tickets to give to Landon anonymously. All Landon wanted was to play games that gave tickets. We weren't earning many, that's for sure. Amy walked over and handed them to Landon. His eyes lit up. I don't know who this guy was, so had no idea who to thank. Another hour later, he walked up to me and handed me 200 more. He was full-on gangster and had gentle eyes. Who knew angels wore sideways baseball caps? Landon asked every kid at the party through the event how many tickets they had. He had more every time. At the end of the day, he had no desire to buy prizes with his tickets. He just enjoyed feeding them into the machine. I went over and bought a bunch of trinkets and put them in a bag. That guy made Landon a superhero in front of his friends and made sure he had a gift bag to remember the day. There are details I won't go into that make what you just read 6,000 times bigger than it is. I think I was just given the gift of helping make a lifelong memory for a 12-year-old. I think life, just for a moment, made me more than I could ever be on my own. The hand of God reached through me to touch another soul. I wouldn't have seen it for what it was, a wonderful time with a boy that needed it, if it weren't for that baseball cap. I saw an angel Friday, and he looked like a gangster. Side note. He had never ridden a go-kart. He and I put together a trick plan to get him in the driver's seat while we were in the 30-minute line. We were given the second from the pole position. We set the walker on the sidewalk and waddled up to the car. As we were wiggling him into the driver's seat, the legs don't work, baby. One of the employees saw it going down and darted over to stop us. I smiled at Landon and said, "Our plan didn't work, but hey, we gave it our best." He smiled. We made an effort to give him more than life usually does. That being said, OMG, it would have been disastrous. We played a video version later. He lied. He couldn't even steer the car. Anyway, we went out on the track and drove faster than he could stand. We drove sitting side by side as I showed him how to race, float the car, read, and pass other cars. I think we were given a stronger cart because we were passing people. I later figured out he had his foot around my side, pressing on the gas pedal the whole time. It explains a few problems I was working through on the corners. At the end of the ride, he refused to get out of the cart. He learned to drive, race, and win that day too. On Friday, I got to be a part of a day that moved the world. It moved me. I just had to share. Tim. Really, really happy to hear that story. I love how he had his foot on the gas the entire time. Yes, make it go faster. That's hilarious. Really cool, really awesome of the ticket person too that came by and just, because you know it costs money and it costs skill to be getting those tickets. So that was really cool for that person to give those tickets twice. And I don't know, it's just such a good story. I like it. I'm glad he had a good day. I'm an in-home therapist with families. My job is often thankless, and when it's time to discharge, we usually wind up having to close due to being ghosted by the family after informing them we are terminating. The gift a family gave me today when closing means so much more to me than I can ever say. And it's a key ring that has one charm that says you make a difference and another that says thank you with a heart. And this last one is more of a funny kind of general classic bro move. There is a vending machine and someone put a sticky note on it that says, "Do not buy your M&Ms from number 31. They are charging $1.35 and only 90 cents for number 32." And number 31 and number 32 have identical peanut M&M packets. Thank you for the heads up, man. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like and tell me all your thoughts in the comments below. I just want to real quick show you my patrons and give them a thank you. I have my face palmers and my crazy Ks. Thank you all so much for being supporters. There are also patrons in another tier. Thank you for that. And thank you guys for being here. I wouldn't be here if not for you guys. So I appreciate all of you. I hope that this video helped restore your faith in humanity a little bit. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!